Hello students, today we are going to learn some more topics on chapter 1. Now let's begin with topic basic components of automation system. An automation system has three basic components, that is input devices, controller and output devices. The very first component of automation system is input devices. Input devices are also called as sensing elements. Basically, sensors, transducers, manual switches or limit switches are used as input devices to the PLC. Input devices are either analog or digital type. The function of input devices is to provide input data to the PLC for further controlling action. The second basic component of automation system is controller. Controller is the main part of the automation system. Generally, programmable logic controller is used in automation system. The function of controller is to perform controlling actions depending on the input data given by the input devices and the instructions given in the program. The third basic component of automation system is output devices or actuators. The output devices are also analog or digital type. These output devices are controlled by the controller as per the program and input data given by the input devices. In this picture, a PLC is shown with various input and output devices. At the input side of PLC, a pressure switch, selector switch, green push button, red push button, proximity sensor and temperature sensor are connected. Whereas at the output side of PLC, a relay contactor, solenoid valve, red indicating lamp and electrical drive are connected. It means that different types of sensors and switches are used as input devices to the PLC, and contactors, relays, solenoid valves, indicating lamps and electrical drives are used as output devices to the PLC. Now let's see the types of automation. There are three types of automation, that is fixed automation, programmable automation and flexible automation. In the fixed automation system, the sequence of processing operations is fixed. This automation is also called as hard automation because in this the equipment configuration is designed to perform the fixed operations. Due to the fixed sequence of operations, no time is wasted in reprogramming and changing the machine setup. Therefore, this automation provides higher production rates. Due to the high production rate, unit costs are low. This automation is inflexible in accommodating different product varieties. Therefore, this automation cannot be used for batch production, but we can use this type of automation for high volume production. This conveyor belt is the example of fixed automation. A motor mechanism is used for moving this conveyor belt. This transfer line is the another example of fixed automation. The packets are transferred on this line through the different workstations where the fixed operations are performed. This is also an example of transfer line. The second type of automation is programmable automation. Programmable automation is a system in which the sequence of operations can be changed through reprogramming. To reprogramming, this type of automation is very flexible to deal with variations and changes in product configuration. Since reprogramming and new setup requires long setup time, This type of automation provides lower production rates than fixed automation. This type of automation is mostly suitable for batch production. This tablet packing machine is the example of programmable automation. By making changes in the program or changing some parts of the machine, we can use the same machine for packing different types of tablets. This CNC machine is also an example of programmable automation. Through the reprogramming, different types of metal jobs like threading, cutting, drilling are performed on this machine. The third type of automation is flexible automation. It is an extension of programmable automation. In this automation, different variety of products are manufactured with virtually no time lost for changeovers from one product to another product. This type of automation is very flexible to accommodate different product configurations because there is no time lost while reprogramming the system and changing the physical setup. Flexible automation provides medium production rates as compared to fixed and programmable automation. This type of automation requires high initial investment for the customization of system. This automatic guided vehicle is an example of programmable automation. Automatic guided vehicles are the load carriers that travel along the floor without an onboard operator or driver. Their movement is directed by a combination of software and sensor based guidance system. Now let's see the next topic, different systems used for industrial automation. First system is programmable logic controller. A PLC is nothing but industrial computer which is programmed to perform different control functions. HMI or human machine interface is a system that provides the interface between the human and machine for controlling and displaying online status of the machine. It also creates the alert signals in audio-visual forms. SCADA is a supervisory control and data acquisition system. It is a software which runs on a central PC and used to monitor and control the remotely located devices which are connected through the PLCs. Distributed control system is a computerized control system in which autonomous controllers are distributed throughout the system. Electrical drives are the devices used to control the motion of electrical motors. Nowadays, industrial automation is used in almost every field. For example, process industry, machine manufacturing, textile industry, medical field, robotics, railways, automobile, aerospace, etc. So students, we have finished with the first chapter. So complete your assignment as per the given notes.